All right, let's get started. Today is first day of February 2024, 8 a.m. Thank you, Barbara. I didn't realize that I didn't change. Well, normally I don't pay that much attention to the changes, and I have like several places where I have to replace that. So thank you so much for letting me know. I think that I changed it, so hopefully it's reflected now in the description. And yes, the promotion for the promo code lasts until February 6th. So there's a 71% discount and $35 for the reset. Yeah, thank you for letting me know, Over. So let's get started with the news. We do have employment news today. So 8:30. So 8:30 we do have an employment claims. So that one is an important one. And then at 10 a.m. where we do have this manufacturing PMI at 9:45. This one is also could be also another impacting news. So manufacturing PMI and natural gas at 10:30, and that would be it. So a couple of things that about the market yesterday. We had the FOMC meeting. Let me take this out of the way. We had the FOMC meeting yesterday, and the market started to sell off during the meeting. I did not participate on the sell-off. I normally trade just during the mornings, and I lose a lot of opportunities there. But there was a sell-off triggered basically because the expectation is that there's not going to be a rate cut in March. Well, the market knew about it, but still started to sell off. So that's that. Let's review the levels for today. So a review from what happened yesterday. I did put this congestion area in yesterday, and you see that it went all the way up. I said yesterday, hey, if we are able to manage to move above this level here, it's going to keep moving to the upside, and it did actually went all the way up here to 2075, around that value there, and then from there it started to sell off, and then came back. Not surprisingly, came back to the range, and then came back to the other side of this range there. So something that I pay attention here all the time is this, where I try to identify a range market in the pre-market. So just for you to know, in the pre-market, if I identify this one, then I paint these extensions here. And then I expect that we are going to have some level of congestion there. It didn't happen yesterday, but so it went through. But if it moves above this area, I expect a more bullishness movement there, and in fact it came back up. Then it went back to the range. This one is actually a magnet for me. So pay attention to this area here when you are identifying a sideways market in the pre-market. Okay. Now it came back down to the other side of this zone, and it sure enough started to buy it to buy it. So it started the market started to be a bit, and it started to move up in this demand zone right here. So pretty interesting. It went all the way to the almost to the tick there. Okay, so let me delete this one here, and let's get the levels for today. I put it a little bit wider today, right here. So let me go back and for you to see why. So this is a congestion area right here. This one is the overnight top, and then there's a pivot right there. There's an overshoot up here, and then if we extend this, we'll see that there is a pivot up here. So and then a similar pivot right there. So yeah, I feel comfortable with this value right there, 2066.8. Yeah, the 0.8, I'm gonna put that at 2066 right there. And then in the lower side, then I look at that, you look at this pivot here and that pivot there, some congestion here. So if you extend this, this would be probably a good area. So that one is going to be 2037.2, 2037. Okay, so that's gold. Pay attention to also this level here from yesterday, congestion in this area. We are right in the mid now of this range. Okay, so that one, that's that for the levels. And you know, give me 1 second. Let me. Okay. Crude oil level, we do have an overnight shoot here at or resistance at 76.69. Where do I have this at 75.37, 76.56. So that one is going to be, we're right at it, 76.50. A little bit too low. A lot of congestion in this area up here. So I'm gonna go with the top there, 69, and to make it, I like the 80s. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. This Darvas here, there, 65. I don't like the number. I like and the reason is I like the 50, the 80, and the rounded number, and the 20 in the lower side. But in this case, I don't see that much of a resistance up here at the 50. So I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it there. In the lower side, I'm gonna go with this pivot low, which is that Darvas over there too. Or not that, yeah, that Darvas over there. So if we pay attention to this, we'll see that we have yesterday's low. We do have this resistance here, which is that pivot, and then that pivot there. So I would say, and then we do have also this pivot here down below. So this one is a significant one, right? This could be also a significant one. So yeah, I'm comfortable with that. And this one is the 50 right there. So I'm gonna go with the 75.50. Okay, let's see what it does here. We do have a diagonal line right there. So we are in compression here, but let's see. Okay, let's go to check. Let's go and check the ES. And ES here, you know, we are at right there in the resistance. I'm gonna call this one 4900. Its previous yesterday's support was broken in the afternoon, came back down and sold off hard to the 48.67 level. So I'm gonna go with that. This one could be a significant pivot, so I'm gonna go with that. 4900. And let's look at this. You know, I'm gonna move this one to 48.73 just because we do have this one here. This pivots here. This one could be an overshoot. And then we do have also some good level of support support there. Yeah, I'm gonna go with 48.73. Good enough, I guess. Yes. So considering this one an overshoot and respecting this level here, this double bottom right here, and so that those are going to be the levels for ES. And let's look at NQ. Do, do, do. 27 to 40, it seems right here, right? Yeah. It's an overshoot here yesterday, but there's a pivot low here. Let's see what we have. We do have another pivot here. I like this pivot here. Can consider this one an overshoot. Okay, so you can decide. 240. I'm gonna go with the rounded number 250 right there, and also considering that previous pivot right there. So I'm gonna go with 50 in the lower side, and there's a pivot here, a pivot low on the 413, and there's a previous level up here with this double bottom here. I think that I'm gonna go with this just to give it some room, and then considering this mid here also. So I'm gonna call this one 60. Okay, let's go and look at it. 250 here. That's what we said. 68. I'm gonna go with 70. Just to round it to 68. We did have 69 yesterday. It's about the same thing. And now we do have, look at the mid here, right there, the mid, and then we do have extension up here at 17,691. And the extension to the low, to the downside is right with this big support level now coming back up from resistance, which is sometimes this one is called a 2T, so which is second touch. So would be there, even if it comes back here, expect some good resistance or support as well there. Okay, so those are the levels. One more. Let's check RTY. And RTY, there's a pivot low here from yesterday's. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. And then here there's a triple top right there. So that one is a good level too. This one is right at the 2000. So see, look at that resistance here, which is going to be our resistance today, 2000. That is what I'm gonna go with. And then in this other side here, we do have that pivot. We may have this pivot here. This has a resistance there. But most importantly, the most recent pivot is down below here. So that is what I'm gonna consider. So levels here are going to be 2000 and then 50. Let's see here, 54, 55. Let's see what 55 gave us. Yeah, 55 right there with that triple bottom right there. So we'll see what it's going to do on RTY. Okay, let's go with the time charts. And let me move my market analyzer here. Much easier. So I'm gonna go with that. This and that, and let's put the market analyzer here. And okay, so gold. Oh, you know what? What I'm gonna do is to do this day, since it's the first day of the month. I'm gonna do this one with Think or Swim. So I marked already for this instrument. I marked yesterday's high and low, and I put this one as a range. So let's review this, and I'm gonna go 2 minutes for gold to open. So we do have news. Oh, I didn't mark it, but anyways, I didn't mark the news, but I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna continue with this. So this one is 6 months. I'm gonna put 3 months for better clarity. And so gold, we are right at support in the 30 days simple moving average, and we are within the. And look at this, how it rejected right the 30 simple, the 30. So coming back up, and we are in the range within the first day opening range. So we have not broken this one yet. It made an attempt, but so we are neutral. And you see that we've been in this range for a while in gold. So unless it goes above this 2074, we may be in a range now. We'll see what it's going to happen today or in the next several days. In here, we are in a range still, potentially triggering a bear flag if it moves down there, but we are definitely in a range. Crude, also first day, a large candle right here, making a bull flag. If it goes above the 78.11, we will trigger a bull flag there. Right now, we are bouncing off of this yesterday's previous day low. So some room to go to the upside. We're still in the range in a bull flag though. Another one that you can draw here is this one. And so expecting the price to move away from, or to move to this bar, and if it breaks it, and then it's going to trigger the bull flag up here. Okay, so this one is going to be the bull. This one is going to be this one is going to be the pull right here, the pull, and then this one, so that one there is going to be the flag. Okay. Yes, in a bull flag, still this one is a live candle. We are within the yesterday range, which was a large candle to the downside. The bull flag would trigger above the 48.38. And Q, one more thing that I'm going to check here. Look at how we are triggering two red arrows, which is the MACD and the stochastics, and this one is moving down, and also the MFC is going down as well. So this one is very, very defensive, even though we are above the 30-day simple moving average. If this one manages to close below the 10 2 consecutive days, then I would say that we are either sideways or started to move down there. Okay, so just pay attention to it. And Q, same situation, double two red arrows, and then this one is even a little bit more bearish because it's moving below the 80 level right here in the market forecast. So this one is bearish. And then the other thing that you have to look at, we have the all-time high here, but then you have a lower high right there, right? So it's potentially a double top, but it's actually a lower high, and then move to the downside, and then the trend reversal breakout triggered right at that level at 1744.84. A little bit under, but we are now triggering a trend reversal breakout right there, and yesterday's high, and so the range yesterday, or defined by yesterday price action, gives us even more bearishness if we go below the 17,221, and we continue triggering this bear move. We're still above the this pivot, so we are still in a bull trend. So you know, that one would be even this move can consider a lower high or a higher low, but then we are still in a bullish move. But the indicators here are indicating that potentially this trend is compromised, or it's over. RTY is being in the range here, this significant pivot high in this supply zone right here, triggered to the downside, and then moved. It's been moving sideways. So we are again within this yesterday large candle, and then in the indicators we are red and red, triggering actually today, and then the market forecast is falling at 45. So this one is way more bearish in that sense than all the other indicators. So I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this and move it up here. And now I have we have a triangle. We are making an attempt to break this one here. I do have this level here that may come from before. So let's see where this one is coming from. Oh, that pivot high right there, very significant. So that would be probably a good target at 1934. Okay, on the dailies. And what else? Nothing else, I guess. Yeah. So let's take this one out of the way and let's go with the rest of the time charts. Okay, so okay, so we reviewed the daily. We said that we were right above the 30-day simple moving average. In this one here, we are in congestion. You see that the 50 and the price is in between the 50 and the 200 and moving back down. In the 240 minutes, we are moving down, ranging sideways still. So making lower highs and lower lows here, but in the range overall. It could bounce back up. In the 60 minutes, well, momentum here is negative. It's bearish with histograms that are red. So unless this one start, it reset and goes to the zero line and bounce, we are in a range here. 60 minutes, we are more bearish, right at support in the 200 simple moving average. Two rejections of price on this one, but it seems that the last candle is trying to move and continue the move to the downside. In the 30 minutes, we are in a bear flag in this range as well, and we'll see what it's going to do with what is going to happen with the news. 8:30, we have 3 minutes for news. Crude, we are sideways in the 240s, triggering a bounce off of the support level at 75.50, and then potentially targeting that a diagonal here. So we may turn bullish. We are triggering a bull flag on the 240 now, but there's some good congestion. Moving averages are not all aligned to the upside right here, but price is trying to move above them. And then in the 60 minutes, we are just below the 50, some good resistance here, and we are right at our resistance level, trying to go up. So pay attention to that, trying to break to the upside here. In compression though, in compression. So we do this one might be a significant resistance for crude. And if we paint this here, you see that we are still in a triangle. Below the downtrend, basically. So I would say that we are neutral in the 60 minutes, and in the 30 minutes, right at our resistance level. So we'll see if it breaks and then comes back, and then probably targeting the 77, and then keep moving up. We'll see. I would be more bullish than bearish on this one here, but it needs to prove it. Right now we are in the range, trying to trigger this trend reversal breakout, which is lower highs and lower lows here, and a higher low pivot, and then trying to break right at that level. But a lot of congestion and compression here. 8:30, we have news. Let's see. Unemployment rates is worse than expected. 224. Let's put it here just to look at it. 224, 3.2, productivity, and then labor cost also decreased. So not big reaction. Let's see. Let's put the Renko for now. Okay. Yeah, not big reaction now. So let's the next news is at 10. It's the manufacturing PMI. Okay, so let's continue with this, and let's do it very fast because I don't want to spend all the time on this one. So yes. Yes, compression in the 240s, potentially trigger of a bear flag if it moves below this support level, heading to the next support here at the extension, triggering a bear flag here in the 60s. And bear flag in the 30 minutes. So this one would be bearish, more bearish than bullish, even though we are in compression, right? So we are moving up in compression after this moves, and then same situation here, lower highs and lower lows, and then making a potential bear flag and potentially triggering already a bear flag here if price continues and moves below this one, heading towards our 48.73 level. NQ, I'm sorry. Yeah, NQ, I'm going to go with NQ first. Bear flag also in the bear flag also in the 240s in compression, and then trigger the bear flag here in the 60 minutes, but it's been rejected at this point. We'll see if it continues. This one is still live. And then the 30 minutes also triggering a bear flag in its sideways. But it's triggering a bear flag now. And RTY, bear flag formation in the 240s. It would trigger below. It made an attempt here, but it failed, right? It triggered a bear flag on the 19 on this candle here, and now it moved up, and now it's been rejected. So potentially moving for a second entry on the bear flag right here. We'll see. And then bear flag triggering in the 60 minutes and triggered a bear flag right off of this 50 SMA on the 30 minutes. Okay, so let's go to Renko charts. And let's see what well, seems that we are late to that trigger, this could be a good move there. Let's see where we... Yeah, we are a little bit late to the party here. The entry would have been at 2053. So right now I'm gonna wait. We do have the opening price right above us, so but it seems that it's trying to move to the upside. We do have a significant pivot high up here and a significant pivot low right there. So and we are counter trend on the 30 minutes and in compression in the 240s. Counter trend here, some good resistance up here at the 2057 in the 60 minutes. And counter trend off of that box here to the upside in the 30s. We're in compression still, but this one here in the this one would have been a good entry actually. A little bit late to the party here. And as you see, I'm not chasing. So if I don't get my entry, then I'm not participating. That's how I preserve my capital. You know, if I see that we are kind of like at 2 to 3 bars away from my ideal entry, I'm not going to participate. That's me. You could do it differently, but that's me. If I see here 2 3 bars, then I'm gonna wait for the next entry. There's gonna be also always a new entry, and but it's moving nicely to the upside. I'm gonna put a pause here. Just 1 second. I'm gonna leave you with some music here. Okay, I'm back. So sorry about that. I had a phone call. Um, 30 minutes. 30 minutes is right at the or right below the resistance on the 50s, on the 50 simple moving average. Nice move, actually. I didn't jump in. So, because we were like 3 bars up, and my ideal entry is right here at 2053.2 or something like that. But now when it was gone, then I prefer to wait. $500 per contract to this level here. 450. Now it's coming back down. Doji in the daily, opened. We're at the same price as the opening. It seems that wants to move to keep moving to the upside here. Let's see if we see here a range to have a high here and a higher high and a high here. So if we put this like that with that low here, bounce off of this low here, and then we do have a pivot high up here. We're right in the magnet area. Pivot point is right above. This one was a trend reversal breakout right there, and then also a week off of the moving average on the 34. And bounce off of this momentum. Well. 50 simple moving average right up above that price or the price now. So some good resistance here. Crude, we are right at in our resistance level here. Crude opens in 10 minutes. Still within the bull flag right here. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Did you catch it, Valver, or not? I was not looking at it, and I said, as I said, I don't jump in there. I need to be prepared. Mm. Yeah, sometimes when you see these formations like that, and then you see that we are in a box, worth it to sometimes to put a resting order right above these levels. Now, it is riskier because as you see here, since you had a run, but then it came back, so probably you would have been stopped out right there, and then you would enter it again when it formed this one here. But if you put an entry right there, it would trigger on this candle, would move up and then stop you out potentially. If you're using a tight stop. But then you can enter it again right up here. I prefer to look at them when my and measure my entries and be prepared for to them. So but when you have this inverse crown formation, normally it's a good deal to put it up here. And one more thing, so yeah, no, yeah, you would have been stopped out if you put your entry right up here, a tick above that higher high right here. I would have been stopped out, but probably potentially I would have entered it here if I was looking at the chart. Seems that wants to keep moving up, but we do have the 50 right above us, so riskier. The 50 SMA in the 30 minutes. Momentum is turning green though. All right, 5 minutes to 9. Let's do something else before I close the stream. I'm going to let's go to the crude opens in 2 minutes, or no, in 4 minutes, 6 minutes. So I'm going to, since I didn't do it earlier, I'm going to put the alerts. I should have put the 8:30, so I missed it. And then I'm going to put alerts here for 9:45, 9:40, and then 10 a.m. manufacturing PMI, so 9:50. And the 8:20 we did not I did not put it, so, and that would be it for today. And tomorrow, Friday, we do have non-farm employment change also at 8:30, and then consumer sentiment at 10. So this could trigger also good moves. Okay, so it seems that we are waiting for something to happen here right in the range. So you see that how this range works. You know, you go and then you move up. You identify the range right here, and then you expect that the price would move to this area, back to this area, and then from here, you know, it needs to decide if it wants to come back down again or move to the upside. And then these are going to be potential. These are going to be potential areas of targets where you would have also some indication of reversal or continuation if it's going to move higher and threaten the previous high. And then remember, if it goes above the previous high, you would face in crude, you will be seeing on the previous high, in this case, that we are above the first day opening range. So that would give you more bias that the instrument is going to go bullish. All right. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to leave a couple of minutes with music, and see you next time.